Are you ready? Yes, I'm ready. Hello, my name is
Again.
Steph. If you'd like to come on and have a seat for some symbolic support. The other day we dropped some inspiration, and as promised, we're going to flip it, scrying for shapes and symbols that may speak to our psyche and psychic senses. Ladon Tarot and Oracle, and where Mr. Ghosty here is, we have GhostTube for any
Blessed.
audio editions from the afterlife that may further add to our auric adventures. So overall, please do receive or release freely. If you're new, welcome. If you're returning, welcome home. As your presence, time, attention, and awareness is appreciated, honored, and it warms my haunted heart. So when you're ready, let's go. All right, I'm going to take a moment just to kind of cleanse the palate. You're welcome to join me. Taking a nice deep breath, closing the eyes, cleansing the palate of perception, releasing the race and the rush, activating the abstract mind and ancient awareness to perceive and receive symbolic support. In the name and honor of anyone here at any time. Thank you for being my muse, and may you meet a message with meaning. All right, you know the drill. If you see, sense, or feel anything, you're welcome to comment below or drop an emoji, whatever feels good. I appreciate any interactions with the channel. And as well, if you'd like to take a screenshot so you can scry in your own time, personal use only, artistically speaking, thank you. But all right, let's go. Okay, there's two people connected. Oh, I'm getting a really, really, really high-pitched noise in my right ear. This connection, like, see, like, where their heads are to this one. I'm not sure if it's, like, two aspects of me. Or me and somebody else specifically. Okay. It's not always comfortable, but
Positive.
we're here together. Is this a positive connection? Okay. I'm going to just jump over a second for this message if it's for one person or a few. Thank you for holding space. There's a gun here, and you can see it's pointed towards somebody. I don't know if it's self-inflicted or if it is from a past life. I'm seeing the story that somebody else knew or had an idea, if it was self-inflicted, as a deterrent. Please don't, please don't, please don't do this. You don't need to do this. There's another situation. I'm trying to be very compassionate as I move through the feelings. It feels outside of me, and it's like somebody pointing it at me, like right at my chest here.
Do you know?
Very, I don't know if it's invasive or a home invasion or something along that lines, because I'm hearing same thing. There's still another person there with this person, like, please don't, please don't, please don't. I don't know if it was my parent or my partner, but there's this other person there, and it just feels invasive. I'm sorry for your loss if they passed in any regard. There's this very large energy in here that feels, I'm
Blessed.
debating I'm debating how I want to go into it. So I appreciate that goes to go in as a blessing, because my instinct, my intuitive instinct is to step into this light, and that I am brought. There might have even been somebody else as well that passed. Anyway, sorry, I don't want to. Oh man. But not all messages that are meaningful are light and fluffy. So thank you again if you're still here for this message to be met. It could also be like taking oneself out and somebody else, like what
Chakras.
yeah. Okay, so anyway, where I'm at is I was met by a very, very large light being that has brought me closer, and I'm in the movie What Dreams May Come. So this could, if I follow that inspiration, that's helping me work through it, because I'll be honest with you, I want to throw up right now. I'm very uncomfortable, but it's also the feeling of like
Keep recording.
Stress. Even if, somebody energetically or physically came into your energy, it's invasive, and you might be, just in your head or in your heart, to a very physical passing that was violent. A lot of light is coming in.
We're here.
And with What Dreams May Come, it's like almost being so sad and sorrowful, but I'm being led to the light, because it's actually where I know I can do more help. It's like I want to actually say like I've came and was received, because I don't think I was willing to go anywhere. If I put myself in this afterlife spirits, I didn't know what to do. I didn't know where to go. I feel very, very foggy. I feel sad. And I don't feel lost. I just feel, and I feel like I've disappointed. And I don't know what context of the story it's in, because there's a few stepping forward. Okay. But I met with this light. And then it's almost like this phoenix rebirthing. I'm meeting with it. But this big, large being of light is bringing me to this phoenix. I'm also seeing this as a card.
Why am I here?
A cardinal, like as a bird, and they have a crown. This cardinal phoenix has a crown on their head, and gargoyles as wings. Make no mistake that peace will be protected.
Burned.
And doesn't have the ability to like sometimes severing and slicing is the things that you need to do to protect certain personal peace and power. This isn't about, again, like going, I don't know why, like, that's okay. I'm just going to grab my bearings here. Like serial killer style. It's not about that. But it can almost feel that way. Like even watching a very skilled chef use a bunch of tools. Even when I'm at like the flower farm, and this is funny, they're so lovely, right? And it's flowers. But when you take a look in the morbidity of at least Steph's mind for a moment, and you see all these tools,
Blessed.
And you see all this dirt and things growing and mulch and mulchers and things, you're like, are you secret killers? Like, you can take a moment, because you've got all the tools to do really good things. Or, as I'm like digging in for weeds, am I going to come across a foot? Like, just give me a heads up here. I'm so sorry. I'm not trying to minimize if previously the message was for you that, excuse me, you're going through something, but in bringing the other messages forward. And it's about that peace. It's like gardening can be very peaceful, but it's hard work, and it's murderous to the insect world, to the soil, to the plants, to the root system. It's life. It's life. And while we might come in, with that, well, we're manicuring, creating conditions for bigger growth, all very warranted, but to also acknowledge like that the sickles at the end of these wings but you're also going in to where the ants and the worms and the bugs and all these things are.
Why is he here?
And just imagining like you walking around your day and a tornado comes through or a storm.
Evil.
It is not nice. We're not doing a nice thing. Get to these life forms living in a different way. We are coming in and, bulldozing. Anyway, hopefully that all makes sense somewhere along the lines. But there we go. All right. Let's add on some Tarot and Oracle as well, too. If there's anything else stepping forward. There's eyes in here. And I'm on it's not quite a tripod that I'm used to seeing. So give me a moment. Oh, I just lost them. I know that they're there, but I just lost in regards to the meaning. Okay. Six of Cups, if that means anything to you. I'm in here.
Watching you.
I'll be watching you. There's a large being. I want to say maybe they're on like a magic broom, or well, I guess maybe magic broom. And I am holding on to their bag, or yes, red. It's like Santa, seeing Santa with the
What do you
sleigh
want?
and the reindeer, and they're still on the ground. And he's saying, on Dasher, on Dancer, on Prancer and Vixen, and just about to take off. And it's like you're able to hitch a ride with Santa, if the symbology means anything to you, or the spirit of, and being able to take off with this very strong presence that's very, very solid, very, very solid. I'm back in What Dreams May Come, and there's so many helpers stepping forward in different parts of the journey, both for the living and those in the afterlife. There's different helpers along the way. Yeah, so in here, I feel as though, I don't know if it's the father, son, or parent and child, but there's a large one and a small one. And I don't know which one went to heaven. If any child passed in this situation somewhere, they didn't deal with the adulting in the afterlife. Like they didn't get stuck or in their head or in their heart. They immediately moved through. I'm also hearing, like, through seeing the card, all dogs go to heaven. If you recently have lost a pet, my condolences. I very much so know. And so much love, so much love. Thank you.
Can you repeat?
So much love, so much love. In the Cave of Winds in the mind. Yeah, see, there's somebody in the afterlife. There is a spirit in the sky that I am thinking about. A lot of masculine energy. Actually, I should say masculine and feminine energy with a male expression, nonetheless. Could have even been my partner. Yeah, it feels like in that case, when I follow that rabbit hole, it feels like I don't know, it's just like a robbery or home invasion.
Devil.
Yeah, it just feels nasty. I want to note here in this card, like, even though I'm thinking of them up in the sky, they are right here with me. They are right here with me. Cave of Hearth Fires. Five of Swords. This is in my heart of hearts. It's that what dreams may come feel. Whatever character, if you've ever seen the movie, whatever character may play, because that's why there is so much of this going on. Because in that movie,
stay with me.
The children pass.
I see you.
The mother passes. And then I believe Robin Williams, and well, in real life, does pass.
Hide now.
But goes. The Empress and the Seven of Swords. I'll take those. If those mean anything to you, please follow that in this Cave of Hearth Fires. There is a freedom that is felt. But it's through this journey. There's some sort of pigeons, I think, or chickens pecking. They're feeding. They're feasting on grains. But these grains, like if you can imagine somebody tossing confetti or rice or these grains out, while a chicken or a pigeon, I think it's more pigeon if I may, really. Yeah, what movie is that? Possibly Mary Poppins, when Tuppence is somebody like throwing. She looks like a bag lady, but I don't think she is. Anyway, Tuppence. The grains that are being tossed out feel like the size of asteroids as well to somebody else, especially to these two coming in with the help, like on the magic broom carpety thing, magic broom. Like those same grains become like asteroids to navigate through. Cave of Rivers. Ten of Swords. Oh, see, there's... Okay. The Hermit. And under the Hermit is Temperance. This is that...
Keep recording.
This is in the Cave of Earth. Earth in different forms. Nine of Swords is in the bottom. This is... It's like, this is what I had. And whether it was my parents, something happened. And there's many different stories. And thank you for being here as we work here more, metaphysically. So timelines aren't as necessarily linear and they do mish and mash. And when I think of this person or persons that have passed, and even to a pet, if I may, like it makes my head hurt. My heart hurts so bad. I feel like my world was just shattered. And I'm on this journey. But here's the thing. It feels like it's the journey that's happening all the way through this. There's these journeys and journeys and journeys, but it's not a matter of like stacking these journeys or experiences. The way I'm seeing it is as I'm here having this journey, whoever these people are to me, persons,
what
places,
happened to me?
Whatever these channels are, it's their journeys as well. That I'm feeling like all of these journeys, or maybe I'm trying to think of what their experience is like now that they've passed on, or what their healing looks like or feels like. And I'm being asked to like breathe, and not to carry all the contemplations of all the connections of this. And while that's easier said than done, but it's just an inspirational concept right there, because the Hermit here, it's like this, even the Ten of Swords, this Hermit. It's like I'm sitting and then I feel like I want to walk somewhere, but inevitably I'm going to sit where I'm at for a moment before I take steps. Every step though I take with this Temperance, it's this cardinal phoenix vibe up here.
Over here.
And it's like the sun and the moon are these two appendages or extensions of energy from that. Okay, I'm going to add on a few oracle cards, and I'll put the link below to the OG if you're interested. Both of these scrolls, I don't like it. Yeah. Sometimes it's not fun to deliver. It's not about being fun. It's about earnestly expressing what's being seen. That's the responsibility. If somebody lost a wife or had a miscarriage that was pregnant, please know that she's okay and the baby is okay as well. Location. Interesting. This location card is bringing me into kind of like,
I love you.
I love you as well. And you might be being told I love you right now. It's like I might have been hiding under a table. Again, this gives me that feeling of like the invasion or robbery. And this could be energetic. This could be your, spiritual mojo, your metaphysical juju to very physical expression. But I also feel like this location of where I'm hermiting right now, I'm just kind of holding on for one more day. Like that's how step by step, for some days it's one day feels like a year. You might be going through some things, having to go through things. And this is hurting your head and your heart, the responsibilities of this, the cleanup, the mess that's left to in the here and now. It's like, this is where I'm at now. Also, I don't want to imply necessarily that somebody's passing, good, bad, or not so great, or ugly. But their things are very precious. But there's that broom. And it's almost kind of like he's a Santa, but, Santa in disguise, to bring you things, to bring you messages, helping you clean.
Not all of us.
And choose your tools wisely to help you through the mess of magic and the magical mess, the feelings, the emotions, and for some, very clearly, the devastation that has occurred. Justice, especially with Temperance in here as well. That kind of brings me into that Cardinal Phoenix thing. I know, the Explorer on the bottom, play. There's that child feeling again. Might have been a predator. Okay, as I'm getting ready to close out, I want to note that I'm back in What Dreams May Come movie, and Robin Williams goes in, crosses the Sea of Souls and to explore, to find his pieces. And if I recall, they even have a family dog there too.
You're welcome.
And the whole time, who is it? The guy is really his son or daughter that passed, but he wouldn't accept it or receive it. So that's why they chose somebody he respected, or his mentor or teacher. And now I'm exploring all these journeys and journeys and journeys. Please don't carry the weight of all the connections and all the contemplations of how or the whys, but wherever you're choosing to explore through the emotions of this, it is of benefit. It is of benefit. There is justice for somebody if something was undone unjustly. This is a tough read. I'm very, very nauseated still. Can I just grab on a talisman to kind of... I want to apologize in all sorts of ways, but I more so apologies that you've gone through some of these things. Yeah. But hopefully... See, it makes me want to cry. I know I don't need to hold back, but I do sometimes try and keep myself together. Thank you. Okay, let's grab some talisman. Rebirth, growth of energy, and mindfulness. I'm going to leave that there. I feel as though these cards I don't need to say anything. We'll take one for the bottom to ground it in all directions. Finding love. Reuniting, and not in the way of, meeting somebody in the afterlife, but know that in finding love, if you are here and your love, your partner, your child, anyone in your life of love And you're still here in the living while they've moved on to the afterlife. Please know that where you're... While it's completely understood through the journeys and the layers of grief and anger and the whys, don't forget to play a little bit when that little light of inspiration comes in. Say maybe you just, as a grown person, and you're like, I'm just going to go and swing on the swings. Please do that. Please,
James.
Please find love while you're living. Do not stop loving while you're living. It's so important. I'm going to let you go. As always, thank you so much for being you. I will see you again soon.